Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 3 of our vacation and day 2 of our Royal Caribbean cruise. We are presently smack dab in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, going at almost 20 knots and just cutting through. We got about 400 nautical miles left of Cozumel. So we are ships flying. The weather appears to have cleared up outside, according to the camera on this here channel, and we're just waking up. It's 7:30 right now. Our room service got here. We ordered breakfast room service to the room. Nothing crazy, just something pre-breakfast breakfast for us hobbits. But we got a couple of fruit plates. That looks delicious. And some assorted pastries and coffee. So we're just sitting around and having some coffee and talking about the schedule for today. Today is a sea day, which just means we'll be at sea all day. Not getting off the boat anywhere, so just doing activities around the boat and whatnot. Nothing really crazy has changed. We did use the little motion activated lights last night, and it worked perfectly. So that was good. Excited about that working well. We need to put one in the bathroom. We only put one up in here, and I realized there needs to be one in that bathroom as well. That way we don't turn on the big lights in here because it's bright. The light switch is way over there. So we're going to enjoy our little snacky snacks and then go up to the top of this boat and look around at all the water all the way around us and get in some trouble today. And I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so I told you earlier we were doing the magnet exchange, and we're out doing our rounds this morning, dropping off all our magnets. This is one of the, it looks like they're probably in a couple of magnet groups. But there's ours. They got Jigglypuff. Oh, maybe packs. I don't know. But yeah, we got our first magnet dropped off. We're gonna go do a lap dropping off magnets, and we are going to grab some breakfast in the Windjammer buffet, the Windjammer Marketplace.
The pastries weren't that appealing this morning, but we loved our fruit.
The fruit was delicious. The pastries were just not something either of us was really in the mood for, with nothing savory to go with the really sweet pastries. So we won't order those again in the morning. There is a little bit more rocking going on the ship today. At least it's enough that it's noticeable to my wife. My body is always in motion, so I don't notice that kind of thing, but she told me it's moving. Yeah, we're gonna find some more stuff. They got a lot going on. They got, I think, Skykip. Good morning. Oh, I got some upside down pineapple action too. Alright, where to next? Alright, next up they got Snorlax. No? They get two? Oh, they got Snorlax and Charmander. And they got, ours were doing 69. They got skydiving. How come we got 69? Do you think somebody did that walking by, or the person with the magnets did that? But I really like the little guys, those are cute. Alright, here's the next one. They got a lot, they got lights on theirs. And they got Pikachu, and Lunch they're gonna tuck. And, oops, sorry, good morning. Yeah, lights. Alright, that's it for this floor. Headed down to the next one. Also, I just thought I should mention, we get these cheap little shoulder bags on Amazon, but they're the perfect size for our, no, they're from Temu. But they're the perfect size for our tumblers, this is my normal tumbler. She thinks my tractor's sexy tumbler that I used to use for work every day. But also our unlimited drink package cups fit in them perfectly, so we don't have to use our hands to hold them while we're walking around doing stuff. So they've been quite nice. Combined with the straws, I don't have to take it out. You can just pick it up and drink out of it and let it hang. So yeah, we're headed down another flight of stairs. Alright, I think we got a double batch with this group. This was 722 and 24 balcony rooms. Oh, we're with them. Go home, it's your birthday. Oh, go Shoddy, it's your birthday. Got a Bulbasaur, an Eevee, and another Pikachu. Oh, I stepped on Meowth. Made in 1994, 30 years of fabulous. Sweet. I've also realized that all the hallways are themed. Like this particular hallway, I don't know if it's the whole floor, I haven't been to the other side yet, but all of them have been on this side of the ship.
This is themed for aviation. The floor above us was themed for motorcycles, which was pretty cool. It was scooter and motorcycle art. Ton of art. I can't imagine the number of pieces of art that are on this ship. There's a balloon here. A decomposed airplane and a balloon. How cool. Alright. And I really like this piece. I don't know what it is. It's elephants, but this one's got a snorkel, but it looks like somebody chewed on his snorkel. Actually, that's funny. So my wife made all of these magnets. They were from Drake's Advent calendar this year. He got Pokemon bead art, and we still had all these bead arts, and so she's like, well, let's make them. So she made all the bead arts, and we just ordered some magnets from Amazon, glued them together to make our magnets. But something I'm just noticing from this is oh, here it is. They're pretty early on. They got Meowth. Somebody stopped on their way down here and bought all their magnets at Buc-ee's. That one's a bottle opener. It's fine. And then we got some New Orleans, and I like these a lot. So there's a group, and I believe it's actually the group with the double rope that is New Orleans. So had we not been doing this magnet exchange, we never would have had a reason to be in most of these corridors and see what's going on down here. So just food for thought. I think we had 12 people in our group. Yeah, including us, it was 12 people. So you need 11 magnets. You need to stop at Buc-ee's on the way down here and buy 11 magnets for $22. Or at your local gift shop would even better. We could have done that, was gone around Tulsa and got some like Route 66 magnets and such to bring with us and put those on there, just whatever you want to do for magnets. But it gave us an excuse to go down all these stateroom corridors and see parts of the ship that otherwise we never would have seen, the art and the things like that they put in. World Promenade. So, just food for thought if you're thinking about going on a cruise. The magnet group was put together in our Facebook group for the cruise specifically. It was pretty good. Excuse to just go exploring. We're going almost all the way forward again. This side is trains. Who's that? There are the seas. Oh, it's Rose, from Texas, Rose and Yum. Oh, they got a clean pineapple. And whatever Pokemon that is. We're done. That was it. Alright. That was a wonderful little tour of the ship. So now we are going to go find our way to some food. Get some food in my belly. Yeah, she brought extras. These guys are getting some to go with all their nautical themed goodies. Ooh, they got an Umbreon. No, Espeon. Something unknown, not QAnon. Yeah. So weird. I know we're doing 20 knots. I'm excited for my cruise because I'll get to talk with the deck crew or the bridge crew. My cruise, my tour. And I'm just really curious. We're steaming at 20 knots. Most of the other ships that I've watched making this trip on Cruise Tracker are doing 16 to 18, maybe a little slower even. But we're cruising 20, and I just wonder if it's because we have a tailwind or why exactly we're cruising quite as fast as we are. But also, I just want to show you, this is a Wayfinder board. So they're interactive touchscreen Samsung boards, but it shows us that's where we are, events, and the weather. This is the most important part, so it shows us the air pressure, humidity, and it's actually nicer at home right now than it is here if you go off just those two numbers. But it's going to feel wonderful outside.
Okay. But what's crazy is a lot of people are very, very like, if the humidity makes it hot. Where we actually live, surrounded by the lake in the Cimarron and all of it, we hit some days 68% humidity. Because I was actually following that leading up to this trip to kind of get a comparable. It's 73 degrees humidity. Yeah, it's going to be a little heavier, but we definitely hit some heavy days in humidity where we live. So.
Yeah, It's not, so far it's definitely not been bad at all. In fact, I would argue it's been better. But, yeah, we're going to go get some food. I'm going to go check out Cafe Promenade first because it's right there, and then we're going to go to Windjammer. Alright, so we found some ducks. Coming up here to the promenade. We found some ducking awesome ducks. She found another one, I found a blue one. There's a little girl actually, right after I finished the last clip. She's actually walking around hiding them. So we're going to re-hide these, and hopefully we'll find some more before the cruise is over. We're probably going to hide ours in the evening. I really think would be ideal. You know, the crew is also looking for ducks, so that's a challenge with hiding ducks, is that the crew will find them overnight. But
So I'd really like to find a lady in our Facebook group, Crochet Ducks, and I really want to find one of hers.
I wonder if we can find her and trade her a pair of duck earrings for a crocheted duck.
Yeah, we'd have to do that when we're on board.
We'd have to do that on port, but I think we can pull that off. But we're walking outside right now.
You know what? I haven't seen this cruise yet, so we're gonna find those
Yeah.
before we do anything.
Oh, should have gone to the other side of the ship. Hang on, we're gonna go to the other side of the ship. Come on, my love. Yeah, that is much better. That is much better. The wind was ripping on that side, along with us doing 20 knots. The wind's blowing at 10 knots. These are still nice and flat. There's another ship just over there. Beautiful dark blue water. And the skies look pretty clear all the way around. You know, I fail to remember. I think the general rule of thumb is you can see 3 hours of weather at sea. So theoretically, there's some rain over there. So theoretically, that's 3 hours away. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I'm having a great time. So we're gonna vibe. All right, so we stopped into Cafe Promenade to grab some coffees. They brewed Starbucks coffee, and I got a vanilla latte just like I would at Starbucks. So it was perfect. She got a iced caramel, iced mocha. I got an extra shot in mine. Cafe Promenade's also got some delicious looking food. We already had breakfast, but they got chocolate croissants and muffins and donuts and salmon log croissants and wraps and fresh fruit over here. And then in the afternoons, this is the pizza place. So it's all going really well. Wonderful. All right, well, we popped into the Schooner Bar real quick to do some trivia this morning before the Welcome on Board show with our coffees. And I got a beautiful portal view. The camera can't see it very well. So we're gonna hang out here. The trivia starts in a couple minutes. And I gotta go buy some deodorant because we forgot that. I'm stinky. All right, well, 11 out of 21 points. We did not do great at the general knowledge trivia, but look at this. It's that storm that I saw earlier. We're just passing it. It's over there. I don't know how far away that is. 3/4 mile, maybe a mile. I don't know. But it's cool to see. The storm's over there. And they actually turned the ship a little bit so we could just go right around this instead of through it. They have a channel that I had on in the room earlier that shows their speed, the water depth, direction, all that stuff. And I was watching it on the wall in the Schooner Bar where we do the trivia, and I noticed that they were turning. It's real gradual, you can't really feel it, but this is why. It's just super cool. Mechanically and industrially, there's so many cool things happening on this ship that I'm so excited about. We're going to a port talk next. Tell us about events and stuff on the port we're going to. All right, so we're back from the ship sail. No, what was it called?
Port and shopping.
The port and
talk.
shopping talk, and we learned a lot about people that buy diamonds on cruise ships. He told us about other stuff as well, but largely that was a sales pitch for Effie Diamonds on the cruise ship. And
But we
we're
did
not
get-
diamond people.
We did get the little rope bracelet.
A little
It's a little
cruise
ship.
ship charm bracelet.
It's really cute.
They do. I think there's 8 events across the 5 days where they give those bracelets away.
Yeah.
And we could have just walked in, got the bracelet, and left. And if we pass another one, that's all we'll do. I'm not
But
going to
I
sit through
wanted-
another diamond sales pitch.
But we are gonna get. He did sign us up to we have to drop our card off for the VIP card, which will give you extra discounts, because he did see some stores we were interested in that they give off additional discounts. Like, so after we were done with our excursions or whatever, we could pop in, and one of them was the place that makes all the bamboo stuff, and then Del Sol, which is all the color changing, and they give you additional stuff off, percentages off. So he went ahead and just signed us up to get the free discount card.
I actually didn't, because they told me I had to go to the Diamond store to drop that off, and I said, no, you're not getting me for another hour.
Up for his death.
Nope, they said, when I went to give it to them up top, they're like, oh no, you need this at the Diamond store. I said, oh no, I don't. So we might just swing by their little booth between 6 and 7 o'clock and pick something up if we can. But I wasn't going to go do another hour-long thing to get that. What I actually picked the camera up for is we got our first animal. Our room got cleaned this morning, and they made us a puppy dog.
Is it a puppy dog?
I think it's a puppy dog.
That is so cute.
There's somebody, well, I guess it's like 4 people on this cruise ship that's their job. They just make those all day long, and then the cleaning crews take them out to the rooms. Kind of wild. But it's lunchtime now. Oh, we got an ad for next cruise. They really want us to sign up for our next cruise while we're on this one, but we are going to lunch after this and then the pool.
Yes. And we are going to look into this because it's a decreased deposit, and if we don't spend as much on, at least sign up for the, if I don't want to make the decision today and put the money down for deposit, I can at least get the same deal, and I think we get like 6 weeks to decide on something. So it's worth going down there and at least filling it out to get the deal, because I think, what did he say? It was a decreased deposit, which was $100 per person, and then up to $600 onboard credit.
But I looked at that fly rate. That's only if you get a full-on suite, you get the $600, which we would not be doing. Unless one of y'all wants to pay for us to get a suite on the Icon going to Perfect Day, then yeah, we'll get the $600. But otherwise, it's probably not happening. Alright, well, we settled on Johnny Rockets for lunch. It's an upcharge restaurant on the ship. Had some weather move in. Doesn't look like we'll be avoid this one and just punching right through. We're about to pass through the narrowest point of our trip to go around the corner of Mexico. Yeah, we decided we'd have some of the upcharge. The Windjammer smelled good, but it was packed, and I just didn't, I don't know, I just didn't see anything there. I was like, oh, I want to eat there. But I knew I wanted to eat here, so that's what we're having.
The smokehouse. It's got onion rings and barbecue sauce and bacon on it.
And then I got the Route 66, which is just a mushroom Swiss burger. I also ordered a side of cheese sauce from Her Fries to put on my chili cheese fries, because they just had shredded cheese on them. I just wanted more cheese. The onion rings are good. It's a ton of food. Alright, so this is the Sky Pad. This used to be a VR trampoline activity they ran in here. Now they don't really use it for anything, but I guess cornhole and some kids games. But it's one of the highest points on the ship that you can get to. And just look at the view. We're passing through the strait right now at the tip of Mexico. And so we're a lot closer than normal to the ships. There's a ship there, ship there. Looking back here, you can see the Flow Rider and that storm we just came through. While we were eating lunch, we basically drove through a storm. Ship's up to almost 23 knots now, so we're cruising. They've got the Flow Rider split to 2 sides now, so they can run 2 people on there. We'll watch that for a minute. It's a great view from up here. You can see our wake as well, which is super cool. 3 azipods. Oh, these guys got the kneeboard figured out. So hopefully they add something to this pad at some point. It's super cool space. top of the ship. But yeah, right now it's got nothing in it. You can also see the rock wall and sports court from here, on this side. Sports court down there, the rock wall, and that's the suite lounge, which obviously we don't have access to because we don't have a suite. I don't know what that space is. Do I have access to that? It looks like I do. Some tables and chairs up there. I bet that's quite nice. So I don't know what that little space is. I think my wife's already started to make her way back down. It's pretty slick up here after the rain. Yeah, this side, got a couple more ships. There.
Well, you're supposed to be dancing. The music stopped dance completely. How are you doing, love? How are you doing? You're doing good? Okay. Well, you're supposed to be day number 2 of the cruise, but you do know the food is free, right? Okay, just checking. Now, we've had a couple of squalls in today, a swallow, right, some rain, some wind, so don't jump too high in case an unexpected thing picks up and you'll be going doing a much bigger belly flop than you anticipated. You ready for it? Alright, well then here we go, let's count it down for 3.
Dinner time night 2, which is our formal night. It's dressed to impress, so I'm wearing pants. She brought me pants. She's got a really cute outfit on, looking adorable. And I got a matching shirt. So it's about 10 minutes till dinner. We're just right off to the side of the ship from where the dining room is, and I'm pretty sure it's French night. So she's gonna have some escargot of her own. And I don't know what else is on the menu. I haven't looked at it. I probably should have. We're just watching the water go by. Progreso, Mexico, somewhere over there. We're going to pass through. And big right turn in Costa Maya at some point this evening, sometime after dinner, probably while we're in the show. So it's been a beautiful day. The weather, it rained a little bit today, briefly, but we were doing something in the rain. We were eating. When we were at lunch, it rained at Johnny Rockets. But other than that, it's been gorgeous, breezy, comfortable. It's been a great day.
I made him sit down and relax, which was absolutely adorable and hilarious all at the same time, because he basically is like one big vibration. He's just constantly moving. So him sitting in a chair while I was reading a book next to some hot dogs and a pool, he's literally like shifting his arms in his legs, repositioning, and just a million times. I was like, you gotta relax. We can't go 90 nothing the whole time.
Well,
He did okay.
I don't know how to do that. I put
You
on
got
some
a beer.
headphones and got a twisted tea, and I did okay. So, we're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying the cruise with us. We are 3 days into this ordeal. We've got another 5 days still, basically, until we're back home. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like. I don't know how often I'll pump these videos out once I start editing and posting them. But I do know that once I've got them all posted, I will post a movie where I just cram it all together into one long 3-hour ordeal that you can put on, let play, and enjoy. So be on the lookout for that in a couple weeks. But for now, we're going to go to dinner. Well, guys, bad news. I didn't record anything or take any pictures at dinner. She had my camera stuff sitting next to her, so it wasn't in my peripheral. So I completely forgot about it right up until we were eating dessert, and the other couple that's on our table asked, "You not filming for YouTube today?" So messed that one up. The dinner was good. Had the escargot again. I had the French onion soup, and I can safely say it's not as good as my French onion soup, but it definitely was a French onion soup. Had the chicken cordon bleu, that was good. And then I had
That is one.
the roast beef bolognese.
No.
Bolognese. I don't know. I had roast beef and brown gravy, and it was very bland, just brown gravy. It was not good. It came with rice. Then I had dessert. She had the cappuccino cake. That was pretty good.
Chocolate cake, yes.
Yeah.
Very good, very comparable to tiramisu. Let's cream. And I also had the cordon bleu, and I had the wedge salad, which I thought was delicious. It said it came with a blue cheese dressing, but there was definitely something that added an acidity to that dressing, and I really enjoyed it. And we did get the other lady at our table to try escargot. She was super hesitant, but we assured her she would be okay. And she's like, it's good. It's okay. Which, that's also what I had, was an escargot. It was French night.
Yeah, it was French night tonight and dressed to impress. It was good. Only big complaint I have is that the sun was laser beaming through the window right into me and the other gentlemen at the tables, and we were just sweating to death. But besides that, great dinner. That almost looks like land over there. That's not weird. Bet you that's seaweed. Hey, you're not going to be able to see that. But it's like there's almost land or seaweed over there. But anyway, we're still trucking along. We port tomorrow at noon till 6:30, and we got a show tonight.
Yeah, our server, or I guess our waiter, head waiter, I don't know, his name's Remy. He was like, yeah, you'll make sure you're on ship at 6:30. And we walked away. We were like, okay. And we walked away, and I'm like, we're going to be back at 5 for dinner. I'm not paying for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, our meal time is 5 p.m., so we'll be back by 5, which still gives us 4.5 hours on the island.
What we'll get to do is have dinner and then be outside in time to see the port runners.
We get to watch Port Runners tomorrow, so that'll be fun. But anyway, I'm jabbering, so I'll catch you in a little bit.
Dancing and singing and moving to
So that show was great.
Yes.
Technically speaking, as far as all the lighting and production and coordination, audio, all of it, they did a great job. So tell them what you said about what you'd read about the show.
So I had seen some reviews on YouTube where people didn't like it because it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And in a nutshell, it's a guy that's gone into an art gallery, and I love art galleries, so I completely understood the story concept. But they brought these famous paintings to life in like their own interpretation. And if you don't get that, I could get how that show was completely whack and made no sense. But I thought it was extremely well done. The costumes were fairly spot on, and just the music that they chose was a little kind of out there, but I thought it was hilarious. It definitely gave you an opportunity at something more upbeat as well as classical.
Yeah, it was a really good show. And yeah, no, that's all I have to say. It was a really good show. It's really well produced. It was really well done. I enjoyed it. There'll be another show in there, not tomorrow night, but the next night. Tomorrow night there's a comedian in there, right? Night 3 is a comedian.
Yeah.
Night 4 there's another show.
Production, yeah.
There's another production. Is there another ice production as well on night 5?
No. There's no more ice.
There's only one ice production.
Right.
So over the
I
course
know.
of the cruise, we get the ice production the first night, the show the second night, comedian the third night.
No, he's a magician.
Magician the third night, show the fourth night, comedian the fifth night, and then we're on shore the sixth morning.
Right.
So yeah, there's a ton of evening entertainment. We had an hour. We finished dinner for whatever reason super quick. We were pretty close to the first ones into the dining room today because we were hanging off the side of the ship looking around, and then pretty quickly got our orders in, so our stuff came out pretty fast. So even as we were walking out, the head steward was like, "You guys are done already? Did you not get dessert?" I was like, "No, we had our whole meal. We finished."
Yeah.
And we finished in less than an hour. So they aim for like 75 minutes, hour 15 for a service. So we had a ton of time in between. We will every other night as well because they have this evening entertainment after the dinner session, both dinner sessions every night of the cruise. So,
And I think one of the reasons why we enjoy that show so much is he was a huge part of production at our former church, and I did choir for so long, he did band for so long, so we enjoy the aspects of a full orchestra and what it goes into, because as soon as everybody cleared out and the house lights went on and our cruise director was over, I was like, okay, now how do you explain to me how they get all those backdrops in there? Because at one point there was one on stage that if you combined the backdrop to the props, there had to be 6-7 feet worth of stuff. We're on a cruise ship. They're not storing that in a trailer out in the parking lot. They don't have it. So I was just kind of blown away at full pillars. He took some
I got some videos. Y'all see some clips. It was really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of tricks that they're doing to save space, but it's also very evident that they storyboarded a show, they wrote a script, they built a set, and then they bought lighting and equipment for that. Because on a cruise, you're going to do that show once a week, every week for 3 to 5 years. So the ROI on that versus buying, just for example, in the first shot, there is a single light fixture that's used for lighting up one little spot on the stage wall. It's a $450 Elation Lico. And for a normal production, you're not going to buy, one light that you're going to use for 30 runs of this show for that one effect that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. But because they do it so many times, they can do that on a cruise ship, but it shows. There's just things that they did, like the orchestra pit being an automated pit. There's no reason on a cruise ship anyone would expect the orchestra to raise and lower out of the floor only when they're playing, and to be able to use it as a prop in the show. But they did, because they can, and the ROI is there. So that's super cool to me. So anyway, that's our spiel about the show tonight. We're going to get changed into swimsuits and go to the solarium.
Hopefully get in the hot tub.
Get in the hot tub, have some drinks maybe. I did have my first drink of the cruise. She did too. It's actually still sitting over there unfinished, but I had a twisted tea. But yeah, we're gonna go to the
I had a glass of
solarium.
wine
And,
at
oh, she
dinner.
did. She had wine at dinner. I forgot. And finish the night out. That's gonna do it for us with the camera tonight. So I'll see you guys tomorrow when we get ready to go on shore again in Costa Maya in the afternoons. We'll have a good bit of morning to figure out before we head to shore. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.